Dereta, dereta, dereta. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, okay. Hop, 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 hop. No le mueva. Las paragus.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So in the video today, I wanted to do kind of like a story time, just talking about some of the bad times I had during my didactic year, specifically addressing whether I failed an exam in PA school, did I ever fail one, or even multiple. So I wanted to address this question in this video. So for those of you who are in PA school, just started didactic year and may have failed one of your exams, I just want to let you know that you're not the only one. So I just wanted to give a quick story. During my didactic year, during my first semester of PA school, first semester of didactic year, it was the hardest semester for me of school in general, not only of PA school but just undergraduate, everything. It was the hardest semester of my life ever, and I struggled a lot for multiple reasons. I felt like I was out of school for 2 years, so I had lost my groove of how to study. In addition, I didn't know how to study appropriately and efficiently. I was studying all over the place, and I was studying things that were not pertinent to the material that we were learning. So I wanted to learn a lot more, and I was digging in more and more and more into the subject when the professors just wanted to know certain things, and I just got lost into the material, and it was just a terrible semester for me. But thankfully, I learned from that first semester, and I made sure I didn't make that same mistake the second or third semester, and I was able to finish my didactic year, and I was able to move on to clinical year, and I learned from those mistakes, and I haven't repeated them since then. So if you are in the situation, say you just started your first semester PA school, or are even in your second or third semester and you failed an exam, I just want to let you know that you're not the only one. Now, my first semester, some of the classes I did struggle with were anatomy, EKG, definitely, learning how to read an EKG, and I feel like I still have to go back and make sure that I know the information properly, because since I struggled so much with that class, I felt like I didn't learn what I needed to learn. Thankfully, I did pass the class with a B. So the reason why I'm bringing up EKG is because my second exam that I took, I failed. I had gotten a 65 on the exam, so I went from a high B to a low C, almost failing the class, and this was very, very stressful for me. I thought I had understood the material, and we had EKGs, and when I was in class I started panicking. I had already had test anxiety, which is when you're taking the exam and you're panicking and you just can't concentrate and you're just nervous, and that's what happened to me. I had test anxiety, I panicked, I ran out of time during the questions. We only had 40 questions for 1 hour, so it was enough time, but I got stuck on certain questions trying to read them, and I was on the questions for more than 5 minutes. So I ran out of time. At the end, I just started guessing on some of the questions, which caused me to fail the exam. So I remember after taking this exam, I was so upset with myself. I thought I was a failure. I thought that I wasn't meant to be in PA school. I had asked myself why the PA program chose me, why I was accepted into the PA program. I was also thinking about stopping my YouTube channel, because I told myself, if I fail PA school or if I fail didactic year, that's going to be really embarrassing to talk about on YouTube and to address this to individuals who watch me for advice or have questions. And it was very, very disheartening seeing that 65 on my exam. So yes, I have failed an exam in PA school before, and it was my second EKG exam. After that, I had to go talk to my professor, and my professor asked me like, hey, what's going on? Your first exam was really good, your quizzes have been good. And I explained to him I got anxious and nervous during the exam, I ran out of time, and I spent too much time on some of the questions. So this is what happened, and maybe the reasons behind that were that I wasn't studying enough for the class, or I thought I understood the material when I didn't understand the material. So I make sure that I never made this mistake ever again. And so thankfully it did teach me a lesson. And I have to say, the worst feeling ever is pulling up your blackboard and seeing that the grades have been posted, and you're looking at your grades and you see that 65. And you then get an email from the professor who teaches the class, and not only that, you get an email from your advisor. So your advisor, they assign us advisors in PA school, and if you get lower than an 80, because in PA school or just in graduate school, lower than an 80 is not considered well, it's not considered passing. So anything lower than an 80, you have to go and meet up with your advisor to see if there's anything going on, maybe in your home or just with you, etc. So it was just a very, very crappy feeling to have to go meet up with my advisor and with my professor, because I was very embarrassed and I felt like maybe I was not equipped to be in PA school, and it was bad. So yes, I have failed an exam in PA school. Now if you are in PA school and you have failed an exam, don't worry about it. It is really a learning lesson, because from that I was able to learn, and I made sure I never made that mistake again. And thankfully, I have to say, I have not gotten anything lower than that since then in PA school. There have been some exams where I do get 70s, but I haven't gotten as low as a 65 on any of my exams, because I learned how to better manage my test anxiety. I can say that I don't have it as much as I used to have it my first semester. In addition, I'm sleeping more, so that was one of the things that really affected me first semester, is that I was not sleeping enough, and that made me nervous and anxious all the time. In addition, I also feel like I have a better grasp of how I can study properly. Repetition is a key, I can't stress it enough, and how I can study efficiently for me to be able to retain and understand the information and do well on the exams. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this, and don't feel like you're a failure if you fail exams. Just look at it as a learning lesson and how you can overcome that, and how it's made you a better student and a better individual. So that's what I learned from this circumstance. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions for me or anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, comment below. And as always, thanks for watching my videos, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.